Hi.
Hello, Elle. How are you?
I'm really good, really good.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks for coming and talking. Would you like to introduce yourself and MEPACS?
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. So I am Ali Baker. I'm the NDIS Business Development Manager for MEPACS. So I have been with them for 13 years because I absolutely love what we do. So MEPACS is part of Peninsula Health. We're part of Frankston Hospital in Victoria, so we're part of the public healthcare system, which is great. So we're not for profit. All of our revenue actually goes straight back into the government healthcare system. So it's good because we're quite a big research hospital as well as medical training hospital. So everything does go straight back into the government. So yeah, so we're medical alarm, we're fully monitored. What that means is that our actual team of emergency responders are the 24/7 emergency response monitors. They're the ones that will triage every signal that we receive so that we know that help is going to arrive in a timely manner because that's our job. We have to make sure that happens.
Okay, so when you say triage, the information comes in and they collate the information, or they find out exactly what's going on and then they can contact the appropriate services. Is that what you're speaking about?
Absolutely, Eva. So what we do is, because it could be an accidental press, which you don't want all the bells and whistles and family running around unnecessarily. So we then just say, great, have a nice day. However, if it's a true emergency, we are asking a few questions if we can. Do you need help? Are you okay? Are you hurt or bleeding? What sort of help do they need? Is it just a family member or neighbour to attend, or is it one of the 000 services?
So a voice comes through the watches?
Yes,
so
it
can
does.
you take us through
So they're the two watches.
Yes.
So the little red icon is one that does get activated. So they press the
they will
icon.
press it, yeah.
Yes, and then our emergency response team will speak through the watch. So we just need to ask a few questions. Now, if someone is not able to communicate, so someone may have had a seizure or a stroke or some other sort of health event, that's okay. We know that they need help because they will have activated the alarm if they can. Now, it does have built-in fall detection. All of our devices do, depending, of course, on the nature of the fall. However, once we do get the signal, however that's been activated, we will initially ask what is needed. If it's an ambulance, we will do that, but then let family or friends know because we like everyone to be informed of what is happening. But we will follow through until we know that person is okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm just stimmy to think about how a watch could be, how you could communicate through a watch. But I guess it's the days and times that we live in now, isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it? I know. And this little duress alarm as well. Yes.
That's the one that you were saying is slipped into a pocket.
Or on the outside.
Yes.
This one can be used by staff, allied health workers.
If they get into a bad situation or
Yes.
something.
So, potentially if someone has some behavioural issues.
Psychotic break or something like that.
And sometimes reaching for your phone can be a trigger for that person because they're like, don't get help, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Whereas if it does escalate to the point where the allied health worker thinks, well, I can't de-escalate the situation, I need someone else to help me, then they can press the button. We will talk again directly to them. Might be just to call their manager to go and help with the situation, or it could be the police as well. Right. So again, we'll follow through to make sure that person's okay. Yes.
And is this Australian technology?
The Samsung watch we've adapted for our use only. So the software we've put on it is our own software. We have taken quite a few of the features off the watch, including connecting to a phone, because the last thing you want is that you lose your phone and then the watch won't work.
Yeah.
So for us, that's why we are also NDIA approved, because it is a personal alarm.
Standalone.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Great. So you must come to these sorts of conferences a lot. How important would you say the Brain Injury Australia conference is for technology like this?
Well, what I'm finding, and it's the first time I've been to this conference, and I thank Nick for inviting us. It was really great of him to see that we would have a place in the conference. For me, it is purely educational. That is my role, is to educate everyone in the community and the hospital and the NDIS sector, or the whole healthcare sector really, on what a personal alarm can do and how it can fill the gap of a family member or a healthcare worker and keep everybody independent. So what I often do find is that we often look at, and we've got the home alarm as well, that people always think about us being for the aged care sector because we've been around for 40 years. However, I say, look, anybody who is over the age of 18 who is vulnerable at home or in the community, and there's that gap of whether they've got support workers there for 24/7, but it may be scaling back that there, because everyone wants to be independent. So it could be that now all of a sudden it's been part of their goal is to be independent. It could be for 1 hour a day, or it could be up to 24 hours a day, and support workers maybe, just in attendance 2 or 3 times a week. So that's where we fill that gap. And what I do find is, what I love about educating everybody is because no one really thinks of a medical alarm or a personal alarm filling that gap. So I love that, today I've spoken to so many people who, have lived experience or in the allied health field who don't really sort of think about, they go, my family member. I go, yeah, but what about your participants? What about their independence?
Yes.
And what about their goals?
Yeah, I was going to say, how have you found the reception here?
Really good, really positive. In
Yes.
fact, it's been really great talking to everyone who then has questions. Okay, so yes, and I said, do you have someone in mind? I do.
Yes.
And it's really, really positive, and it's great to then follow up after the conference and, give out my information and say, look, contact me anytime. I'm not about just, because there is certainly other providers out there. I'm not saying we're the be all and end all, because every part of technology or different technology has its place. But what I do say is, look, give us a call and we can help guide you, rather than Googling and going down that whole internet
rabbit hole.
Oh, good lordy, where you're just, losing time. Give us a call. If we don't have a device that is suitable, at least, we can guide you in another area too.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me.
Thank you, Eva. It's been lovely.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Wonderful. Thanks.
So good to meet you.
Yes, lovely to meet you too. Thanks for joining us on this show. If you want to get in touch with us, just email info@anewyou.au. See you next week.